everyone, welcome back to the channel. Day 2, end of Nats. Who am I here with today?
Hey everybody, it's RJ. I'm back. This time day 2 at Nats 2026. Unfortunately, we couldn't get there to top 64. That was the goal. Really, top 8 was the goal, but I queued up into NAWCQ in round 14 and he cooked me. So ended up going X5. Finished today 10 wins, 5 losses. I lost 3 times in day 2. Unfortunately, I tried, but we couldn't get there.
All right.
But this list was insane, and it was absolutely perfect. I just needed to win a little bit more die rolls, and it would have ended up pretty good.
What we play today?
Branded ELFNOTE.
All right. Let's go and get into that profile.
All right. You have your Tree Regina. She's the best card in the engine. You play 3. It is all of them. 1 Fortuna, 2 of the chickens. So this is just your standard package. I was at first when I was playing this deck, I was considering siding the second one just because I never wanted to draw it. But right now, because of the June Pride, it's really good if you see it, especially through hand traps. The Power Breaker package here, 1 Ronaldo, 1 Vidolium, 3, and then 2 Medias. In this version, I wanted to cut Medias to 1, but I think 2 always comes up because every time you go second, this is always a discard for Albaz, and then you can use it in the graveyard. So it's really good for that. And I maxed out on the Terminus because I always wanted to play the game. A lot of the times, if you don't get to play the game, it's hard to win. And we don't play that many non-engines, so you have to max out on these because these are all pushes all by themselves. Other than that, yeah, the engine's pretty typical. For the non-engine, actually we're still at the engine. Forgot these 2. 1 Welcome Home, 1 Rhapsodia. I don't like the second Welcome Home in this version. You don't ever need it. You never want to see this card because you don't want to get Synchro Lock sometimes because of these cards. This guy by himself won me at least 5 of my matches at Nats. You can hold him as the last card, the last push that you have, and because we play a card that we're gonna go over later in the extra deck, he turns into like 3 interruptions. So yeah, this package was really good. Even if I just open hand traps and just the Albaz cards, I was always playing the game. I always had the FTV set. I was always fine into whatever the opponent was gonna do. I felt fine, and I won a lot of those games where I only opened hand traps and or non-engine plus the Albaz cards. So I don't regret playing them, and they're really good for the combo I'm gonna go over later. But yeah, that's the engine. For the non-engine, we have 3-4. I didn't want to go into Nats not playing 3 of this card because everybody's on Azamina Rolad right now. There's a lot of those there, so you just gotta slow them down, prevent them from getting into the Omni, trying to draw too many cards. You just forward them. So I needed this in the main, and it stops School Tune from ending on Zaylan Remix. So they're just gonna go track maker, and they typically put a body on board, and then they pass turn. And then a lot of times it's easy to break the board that way if you forward them. Also, when you see multiple in your hand, just send 1 for Cool Tune, make them play into it, and then hold the other one for your turn. Even if they decide to play into the first one, just don't activate the second one. It came up a lot to where they're gonna try to summon a lot on your turn, so you just hold it. 2 Bales. This was really good. This was really good into all of my matchups. I never really sided it out because I played into a lot of ELFNOTE, a lot of Cool Tunes, and a lot of I played 2 Chaos decks, so this card always stayed in, and it hits everything. You play 3 Ash. This guy, I cannot tell you how many times this guy by himself won me all these games. When I opened this and I opened Fallen of the White Dragon, I was fine. Every time that I lost die roll and I opened this one and any sort of breaker, I felt fine because I'm not playing the Lulu wallet, so we're not trying to send to summon the Ecclesia. We're just playing them along as a target, and then the Omega. But typically, I hold this on my turn, and I try to push the board with it, and it's been really good. and your fourth copy of Harmonia. And the Outbest. This is engine. You don't cut this. And then the God card. 3 FTVs. A lot of the lists today that I saw, everybody was playing ELFNOTE. They were not on FTVs. They were on the pure version with like the super combo heavy version of it. And I didn't like that because they were playing more belts than 2. They were playing ogres. They were playing a lot of other non-engine, and none of them was on this card. And this card single-handedly won me the games against Cooltoon, Branded, against like the Azamina cards, even Orcus. Like they go send Harp to grave. I have Ecclesia. I activate Fallen. I take their Harp. Like the game ended. This card came up a lot. But that's basically it for the main deck. 40 cards. I wouldn't change anything. I think going forward, this is what I would be playing if we had any more events until we get a ban list. Side deck. Side deck changed a lot, but I think I got really comfortable with the current side deck after I tested into everything. So it's 2 draws. You have to play this. At least on the side, you have to play your ogres, and it was a last-minute decision, but I ended up going with the Peruyas. Originally, they were evenly matches, but I didn't feel like my deck is so easy to kill because of the Outbest cards and all the ELFNOTE cards with the Power Picture engine. It's so easy to just Regina in battle phase and just start punching them. So I didn't want to use the evenly for that. Instead, I opted to play the Illusion Gates and a Trust package for Duster. This put in a lot of work. Even going second against a lot of the matches that I played, I cut a lot of engine to basically, if I'm playing I played 4 ELFNOTE mirrors and I destroyed all of them. I did not lose to one ELFNOTE player for Nationals because of these 2 cards, and this also came up. These 2 cards were solo them if you're playing the mirror, because if you Peruia them, they're gonna try not to give you any. They have to hard open Regina, and if they Regina on the Peruia, now they're taking out 1 card from their rotation, and then now they lose to every other hand trap that you have in your hand, and you're forcing them to play a lot more. So and this, you're taking Dirt card and you're playing with it. You take the Regina, you activate Regina. Like this card's crazy. And Dustar came up as well. I played against Blitzklick. He had like 5 set for whatever reason. I just Dustered it and won the game. But I ended up losing that match anyway because we went to game 3 and I couldn't break the board. And my going first cards. Originally I had Fenrir in here, and these were 2 Fenrirs. I didn't want to lose the draw, so I cut the Fenrir even though it was really good for a combo. So I decided to play this, and this... I have only lost 1 game this whole national event going first. Every time I went first, I won the match. Because of these cards and because of like the way the deck plays. I don't think I would change this in the future. The 1 warning was really good with the 1 judgment, and then the 2 accusations put in a lot of work. Because if they go double breaker, you just go ahead and negate that, and then their starter, you accusation it, and then the game ends. And even against Cooltoon, they try to hold the KTS, and then you just banish all the KTSs, and then they never get it back. But yeah, that's the side. And now the extra. 1 Librarian. This is a God card. If you are playing against any decks that are only on breakers and you know that, even game 1, if you have a lot of engine in hand, summon the Librarian. He drew me into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. 5 of these cards earlier in one of my games, and it was, I didn't even know which ones to set. The card's crazy if he resolves. The 1 Harmonia target, this came up a lot as well on my turn to try to out the board. And 7s, we have Black Rose, Dragster, Crystal Wing, and Chaos Angel. And these are basically my end board pieces here. And this is just the utility slots that I had. And Black Rose came up a lot, and I was able to get games off because of that. And for my ELFNOTE cards, this is what I played. This card's crazy. If you're not playing June Pride, you're playing the game wrong. I was thinking I didn't need it for this build, but I did a lot of lines, and in testing it was crazy. And at Nats, it was crazy as well. And there's a lot of times to where you have Ecclesia on, or you have you open Albaz Fortuna. I did that against somebody earlier. I thought I bricked, but then I was thinking, I was like, wait, normal Albaz, how many Ecclesia, they'll let it go. Special Fortuna effect, set trap. And you go into this guy, this girl, and then you full combo. I think I ended, the board looked like Chaos Angel in defense, we had this in the middle zone, and we had this right under Chaos Angel, and then full back row, and then it was, the board wasn't breaking. And the reason why we made it to day 2 is because of these cards. My matchups were Chaos Azamina, Fairy Tail, Orcus Azamina, 4 ELFNOTE, 4 Cool Tune, 1 Rise of Blitzclick, and 1 Striker. And I only lost to the 2 Cool Tunes and the Blitzclick and the Chaos Azamina because first, I didn't win die roll against any of them. Or I did win it against Fairy Tail, but that's a whole nother story. But every time I was able to resolve my Albaz or my FTV, I won the game. Because they put so much layer on the board to where your opponent tries to play through it and they negate everything, they ghost spell you, they fid you, it doesn't matter, you have FTV set. And then nobody reads this card. So you fuse their board on the end phase. You FTV one of their cards, you send this, end phase summon the Albaz and fuse off, summon Mirror Jade, and they lose. Yeah, and then the turn 1 combo that I like to do is regular ELFNOTE Lion, but I like the Ecclesia and then hand rip them twice, or just the Omega hand rip and then continue to rip them on their turn. That won me so many games because it was a lot simpler and it was a lot harder to misplay. Trying to do this same exact combo versus like the regular, you know, ELFNOTE, like how everybody else is playing here. No need for back-to-back when you have a overframe Mirror Jade, you know. But yeah, that's basically the deck. As far as changes, I wouldn't change anything. The deck was perfect. It played perfect. There was not a time that I said, oh, I need this card or I need that card. And everything came up. Everything was good. I think unfortunately, when I lost the die rolls on some of them, that did cost some games, but I played fine. I played good. But yeah, the deck was good.
All right. Really well, congrats on day 2. Any shout outs you want to make?
Shout outs to my wife. She was with me the whole time in the token. Shout outs to everybody who's here. Ronald, top 64. You'll get that list soon. ELFNOTE player as well. We got that boy Chad here. Got his first invite. We got my wife here. She's been supporting me through this whole thing. We get that boy Nick. That boy Justin. At Cody. Marcus. Brandon King. You know, I couldn't have made day 2 without like every input from everybody in this table. We put a lot of work into this. We got 2 of us in day 2. We got 1 in top 64. Like we were doing something right for this event. But yeah, it was a good Nats. We'll see you again. YCS Orlando.
All right.